Section 3 of the Letters of Lord Horatio to Lady Hamilton, Volume 1. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Anne Boulay. The Letters of Lord Nelson to Lady Hamilton, by Horatio Nelson, Chapter 3. Letter 14. Sheerness, August 11th, 1801. My dearest Emma, I came from Harwich yesterday noon, not having set my foot on shore, although the volunteers, etc., were drawn up to receive me, and the people ready to draw the carriage. Parker had very near got all the honours, but I want none but what my dear Emma confers. You have sense to discriminate whether they are deserved or no. I came on shore, for my business lays with the Admiral, who lives in a ship hauled on shore, and the Commissioner. Slept at Coffin's, and having done all that I can, am off for the Downs, to-day, if possible. As far as September 14th, I am at the Admiralty's disposal. But if Mr. Bonaparte do not choose to send his miscreants before that time, my health will not bear me through equinoctial gales. I wish that Sir William was returned. I would try to persuade him to come to either Deal, Dover, or Margate, for, thus cut off from the society of my dearest friends, 'tis but a life of sorrow and sadness. But patienzia por forza. I hope you will get the house. If I buy, no person can say, this shall or not be altered, and you shall have the whole arrangement. Remember me most kindly to Mrs. Nelson, the Duke, and Lord William. Write to me in the Downs. May the heavens bless and preserve you, for ever and ever, is the constant prayer of, my dear Emma, your most affectionate and faithful Nelson and Bronté. The Mayor and Corporation of Sandwich, when they came on board to present me the freedom of that ancient town, requested me to dine with them. I put them off for the moment, but they would not be let off. Therefore this business, dreadful to me, stands over, and I shall be attacked again when I get to the Downs. But I will not dine there, without you say, approve. Nor perhaps then, if I can get off. Oh, how I hate to be stared at. Letter 15. Deal, August 18th, 1801. My dearest Emma, your dear, good, kind, and most affectionate letters, from Saturday till last night, are arrived, and I feel all you say. And may heaven bless me, very soon, with the sight of your dear angelic face. You are a nonpareil. No, not one fit to wipe your shoes. I am, ever have been, and always will remain, your firm, fixed, and unalterable friend. I wish Sir William had come home a week ago, then I should have seen you here. I have this morning been attending the funeral of two young mids, a Mr. Gore, cousin of Captain Gore, and a Mr. Bristow, one 19, the other 17 years of age. Last night I was all the evening in the hospital, seeing that all was done for the comfort of the poor fellows. I am going on board, for nothing should keep me living on shore, without you here. I shall come in the morning to see Parker and go on board again directly. I shall be glad to see Oliver. I hope he will keep his tongue quiet about the tea kettle, for I shall not give it till I leave the Medusa. You ask me what Trowbridge wrote me. There was not a syllable about you in it. It was about my not coming to London, at the importance of which I laughed, and then he said, he should never venture another opinion. On which I said, then I shall never give you one. This day he has wrote a kind letter, and all is over. I have, however, wrote him, in my letter of this day, as follows, namely, and I am, this moment, as firmly of opinion as ever, that Lord St. Vincent, and yourself, should have allowed of my coming to town, for my own affairs. For every one knows, I left it without a thought for myself. I know, he likes to be with you, But shall he have that felicity, and he deprive me of it? No, that he shall not. But this business cannot last long, and I hope we shall have peace, and I rather incline to that opinion. But the devil should not get me out of the kingdom, without being some days with you. I hope, my dear Emma, you will be able to find a house suited for my comfort. I am sure of being happy by your arrangements. I have wrote a line to Trowbridge about Derby. Parker will write you a line of thanks, if he is able. I trust in God, he will yet do well. You ask me, my dear friend, if I am going on more expeditions, and even if I was to forfeit your friendship, which is dearer to me than all the world, I can tell you nothing. For, I go out, if I see the enemy, and can get at them. It is my duty, and you would naturally hate me, if I kept back one moment. I long to pay them, for their tricks the other day, the debt of a drubbing, which surely I'll pay. But when, where, or how, it is impossible. Your own good sense must tell you, for me or mortal man to say. I shall act not in a rash or hasty manner, that you may rely, on which I give you my word of honour. Just going off, ever for ever your faithful Nelson and Bronté. Every kind thing to Mrs. Nelson. Letter 16. Medusa, Downs, August 31st, 1801. My dear Emma, dearest, best friend of Nelson, Sir William is arrived, and well. Remember me kindly to him. I should have had the pleasure of seeing him, but for one of my lords and masters, Trowbridge. Therefore, I am sure, neither you or Sir William will feel obliged to him. The weather is very bad, and I am very seasick. I cannot answer your letter probably, but I am writing a line, to get on shore if possible. Indeed, I hardly expect that your letter can get afloat. I entreat you, my dear friend, to work hard for me, and get the house and furniture. And I will be so happy to lend it to you and Sir William. Therefore, if you was to take the Duke's house, a cake house, open to every one he pleases, he had better have a booth at once. You never could rest one moment quiet. Why did not the Duke assist Sir William, when he wanted his assistance? Why not have saved you from the distress, which Sir William must every day feel, in knowing that his excellent wife sold her jewels to get a house for him, whilst his own relations, great as they are in the foolish world's eye, would have left a man of his respectability and age, to have lodged in the streets? Did the Duke or any of them give him a house then? Forgive me. You know if anything sticks in my throat, it must out. Sir William owes his life to you, which I believe he will never forget. To return to the house, the furniture must be bought with, and the sooner it is done, the better I shall like it. Oh, how bad the weather is! The devils here wanted to plague my soul out, yesterday, just after dinner, but I would have seen them damned before they should have come in. The Countess Montmorris, Lady this, Lady that, and the other, came alongside, and Mr. Lovelock with them, to desire they might come in. I sent word, I was so busy that no persons could be admitted, as my time was employed in the King's service. Then they sent their names, which I cared not for, and sent Captain Gore to say it was impossible, and that, if they wanted to see a ship, they had better go to the Overyssel, a 64 in the Downs. They said no, they wanted to see me. However, I was stout, and will not be shown about like a beast, and away they went. I believe Captain Gore wishes me out of his ship, for the ladies admire him, I am told, very much. But, however, no captain could be kinder to me than he is. These ladies, he told me afterwards, were his relations. I have just got your letters. Many thanks for them. You do not say, in the end, Sir William is arrived. I am glad that you approve. You may rely, my dear friend, that I will not run any unnecessary risk. No more boat work, I promise you, but ever your attached and faithful Nelson and Bronté. To the Duke and Lord William, say everything which is kind, and to Mrs. Nelson. I am so dreadfully seasick, that I cannot hold up my head. Letter 17. September 21st, 1801. 10:15 o'clock. My dear Emma, I wish you would send the letter to Mrs. Dodds directly, for otherwise he may inadvertently. If done, and it comes to London, deliver some of the things. The wardrobe is hers, and if any of her clothes are at Mr. Dodds, they had better be separated from mine. And indeed, what things are worth removing, to have them directly sent to Merton. A bed or two, I believe, belong to my father, but I am not sure. I send you Dr. Baird's comfortable note, this moment received. You will find Parker is treated like an infant. Poor fellow! I trust he will get well and take possession of his room at the farm. Ever your affectionate Nelson and Bronté. Letter 18. Amazon, September 26, 1801. 8 o'clock. My dearest Emma, your kind letters came aboard about 6 o'clock. You may rely upon one thing, that I shall like Merton. Therefore, do not be uneasy on that account. I have that opinion of your taste and judgment, that I do not believe it can fail in pleasing me. We must only consider our means, and for the rest, I am sure, you will soon make it the prettiest place in the world. I dare say, Mr. Hazelwood acted, like all lawyers, whose only consideration was for their client, but I am sure you will do, for me, all the civil things towards Mrs. Greaves. If I can afford to buy the Duck Close, and the field adjoining, it would be pleasant, but I fear it is not in my power. But I shall know, when my accounts are settled, at New Year's Day. To be sure, we shall employ the tradespeople of our village, in preference to any others, in what we want for common use, and give them any encouragement to be kind and attentive to us. From my heart do I wish that I was with you, and it cannot be long, for to-day I am far from well, violent headache and very cold, but it may be agitation. Whatever, my dear Emma, you do for my little charge, I must be pleased with. Probably she will be lodged at Merton, at least in the spring, when she can have the benefits of our walks. It will make the poor mother happy, I am sure. I do not write her to-day, as this goes through the Admiralty, but tell her all I would say. You know my unchangeable thoughts about her. I shall have the child christened, when I come up. Have we a nice church at Merton? We will set an example of goodness to the under-parishioners. Would to God I was with you at Laleham! I shall never forget our happiness at that place. Mr. Davison will pay Mrs. Nelson £50, October 1st. I dare say, Mr. Shakespeare has some orders about it. I had yesterday a letter from my father. He seems to think, that he may do something which I shall not like. I suppose he means going to Somerset Street. I shall, to an old man, enter upon the detestable subject. It may shorten his days. But I think I shall tell him, that I cannot go to Somerset Street, to see him. But I shall not write till I hear your opinion. If I once begin, you know it will, all out, about her, and her ill treatment to her son. But you shall decide. Our accounts of dear Parker, I fear, preclude all hopes of his recovery. It was my intention to have gone ashore this morning, to have called on Admiral Lutwidge, but, the winds coming fresh from the southwest, I declined it, for, I doubt, I could get off again. At 10 o'clock with your letters, came off Dr. Baird's note, to say every hope was gone. I have desired, that his death should be sent, by telegraph, to the Admiralty. They will, surely, honour his memory, although they would not promote him. What are our feelings, my dear Emma? But we must cheer up. And, with best regards to Mrs. Nelson, believe me ever, for ever, your most affectionate Nelson and Bronté. Best regards to Sir William. I send you the last report. Who knows? End of section 3.